Hi all, on the bench today I have a Cobra 132 XLR 40 channel AM lower side, upper side CB radio. Okay, so these radios I assume were made back in the 1970s, 74 to 76. I don't know a lot about the boards on these radios. I might take the covers off shortly and have a bit of a look. It's a bit different the way, I can't get to the back of it at the moment. It's a bit different with these covers. They actually slide off from the back. The radio itself, the cover slides off going backwards. So I might have a quick look at that. Anyway, I haven't got the mic on the radio as such. I'm sure everyone's seen a CB radio transmit. I do have the original mic. It's a different type of shape. It's a more rectangular microphone as such, Cobra written on it. It's around here somewhere, but God knows where it is at the moment. But the radio does receive and transmit really well. I'll just let the hiss go through. Just running for a dummy load at the moment, so there's not much really to listen to. Okay, so 40 channels. A couple of things to note. It does have SWR. It does have the power mic there. Obviously the voice lock, which is the clarifier. What else has got in there? Yeah, the normal features. And bright dim. Let's have a look at that. There's dim. What's wrong? Bright dim. Yeah, just interesting to note the LED readout. The digits were fairly well spaced apart and also fairly narrow, so I'll just turn that down. That's a bit easier to read, isn't it, for everyone? Okay, so yeah, as I said, 40 channel radio. Yeah, really good meter, really easy to read, and yeah, I think that's virtually the standard type of meter for most CB radios. Obviously the inserts change and everything like that, but the radio itself is in really good nick. But you know, it's got, sorry about that, the glare, surface scratches on the bezel. Well, considering the age of the radio, the faceplate's in really good nick. They're really lucky to pick this one up. Yeah, really good on reports, really good receiver, and yeah, couldn't be happy with the radio itself. Yeah, it's just one very highly collectible radio, as far as I'm concerned. I don't see a lot of these around anymore. I suppose the Grants, the 858 Grants, what else is out there? Yeah, the Adams, and then you have a look, and that was just from President Cobra, and then you have a look at Navajo and all the other types of brands of radios that use the same board. By memory, I think this board might be first generation 858. I could be wrong. Yeah, as I said, I might pull the covers off and have a look. I've never taken the covers off to have a look at the inside of the board, so I may do that in another video just to have a look around. But usually, you know, if the radios are working fine, I don't need to go in there and start mucking around with things. I usually don't anyway. Usually when I get a radio, I usually run it on about 8.5 volts for about 4 or 5 hours, and then bring it up to 13.8. I've had a couple of caps go when I've turned the radio on. Obviously it hasn't, probably might not have been on for 30, 40 years when you think about it. And all of a sudden you just turn the on volume on, and yeah, bang, away she goes. And yeah, I've heard a couple of caps snap. Yeah, Washington or two that have, the caps have gone straight away. So that's just a hint. If you've got some kind of variac or power supply where you can bring the voltage up, I'd strongly suggest that you just run it in between 8 to 10 volts for a couple of hours, let the caps charge, everything like that. Especially, as you know, as I said, you know, these radios might not have been used for 30, 40 years, which is incredible. And yeah, it may save you hearing that little, you hear a little snap noise, and you think, oh, you know, and obviously you're not transmitting, so obviously it's something gone, and it's usually a electrolytic capacitor that, when you think about it, wasn't designed to last 30 or 40 years in the 1970s. But it is a testament to the quality of workmanship and the quality components used back in the 1970s when you think about it, you know, this was when Japan was just really starting to ramp up its production and its quality of components, and to have, you know, not only CB radios, ham radios, or, you know, receivers and a whole range of different types of electrical equipment that is still working, you know, 40 years later, is a testament to the designers, the electrical engineers, and the quality of the components. So well done to all those blokes back in the day. I'm sure that maybe some of them are still around and probably chuffed to think that those radios that they helped design are still working as the day they were put in a box and shipped out. Anyway, so that's it. That's the Cobra 132 XLR 40 channel sideband radio. Just another one of the collection of many. And as I said, really hard to get hold of. I don't see these come up for sale very often at all. And especially in this condition, as I said, you know, the faceplate is in outstanding condition. Could do it for a bit of a wipe down. I've had this radio for quite some time, and as I said, you know, I run my radios about once every 3 to 4 months. I'll go through and just have them sit on the bench. Usually I'll plug in the bigger antenna and let the meter move around a bit when it skips in, and yeah, just make sure everything's working fine. I've had a couple of radios that I've left, you know, I go to work in the morning, leave them on, and come back that night or the afternoon and the radio's died. And usually you find out, as I said before, usually it's the electrolytic capacitors that go. They're not too hard to trace back to find out which one. But yeah, it's part of the course that, you know, you need to let these radios do what they're designed to do, and that is to work. It's no good having them sitting in boxes for years and years and years. That's not going to do them any good. Peace of mind is, you know, oh, you know, it's in pristine condition and everything like that, but, you know, sometimes you can do more harm than good. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents worth. Thanks for watching my videos. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not on the channel. Give me a thumbs up. Leave some comments down below what you think about this radio. But as I said, you know, I can be happy with it. I talk local, and it's just on the standard mic. Get really good audio reports. People say, oh, you're running a power mic, and I'll say, no, it's just a standard radio. So as I said, couldn't be happier with it. Okay, 73s for now.